A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In the lead up to the upcoming presidential election, the political landscape is charged with tension as former President Donald Trump makes his bid for a second term. His first term was marked by unpredictability, and the prospect of his return raises significant concerns about global security, particularly regarding Iran, Ukraine, and the NATO alliance. Trump's administration came perilously close to direct conflict with Iran, and many analysts fear that a second term could escalate tensions further. His approach to foreign policy has often been characterized by a transactional mindset, which could lead to hasty decisions that may not favor American allies. Trump has publicly stated that he would swiftly end the ongoing war in Ukraine, but the mechanisms behind such a resolution remain vague. Critics argue that any rushed deal could leave Ukraine vulnerable and undermine European security. The relationship between Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin adds another layer of complexity. During his first term, Trump expressed trust in Putin over his own intelligence agencies, a stance that raised eyebrows and concerns among global leaders. Should Trump return to the White House, his connections with Putin may lead to unpredictable outcomes in international relations. On the other hand, Vice President Kamala Harris has emphasized the importance of continued support for Ukraine, aligning with NATO's stance on the matter. She argues that aiding Ukraine is crucial not only for its sovereignty, but also for maintaining stability in Europe. The stark contrast between Trump's and Harris's foreign policy approaches is evident, with Harris advocating for a more traditional alliance-based strategy. As the election approaches, nations around the world are closely monitoring the situation, gaming out potential scenarios based on who wins the presidency. Trump's history of threats to withdraw from NATO has left allies on edge, as they grapple with the implications of a reduced American commitment to collective defense. The military readiness of European allies remains a concern, as years of underinvestment have left them struggling to stand independently. In the Middle East, the situation is equally precarious. Trump's hardline stance on Iran, including the withdrawal from a significant nuclear deal, could lead to increased military support for Israel and even direct U.S. involvement in conflicts against Tehran. This approach contrasts sharply with the current administration's more measured tactics. Trump's election campaign is not solely focused on foreign policy. Domestic issues such as tax reform are also at the forefront. With many of Trump's 2017 tax cuts set to expire, the economic implications of the election are significant. Harris has proposed an agenda focused on wealth redistribution, with promises of tax cuts for low- and middle-income families. However, skeptics question the feasibility of her plans, especially if Congress remains divided. The stakes are high as both candidates present contrasting visions for America's future, both domestically and internationally. The outcome of the election will undoubtedly shape the trajectory of U.S. foreign policy and its role in global affairs. As voters head to the polls, the question remains: what kind of America do they want to see on the world stage? That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.